Now I've got this, every tweet on this is in the right format. So now the trick is to get my bulk uploading done. Hootsuite requires everything go in a format that has the date and time written out just like this. So I'm going to show you a huge shortcut to getting that done. So here's how I do that. I have the times right here, and I have a formula for this. So I started with the date in this format. I scroll down to here, and then I just have a formula to add 1 to the current date. Now you can literally copy this verbatim. Sum, date, year, cell number, which is the one before it, and the day plus 1. So I have that, and then I scroll down and I do the same thing down here. So I have a week worth of days summed up, and all I have to do, watch this. So I go change the date. Today is the 1st of December as I'm making this. Boom. All the dates change all the way down. It's just perfect. Now I have the times set up the exact same way. So here's how I make this work. I want to start this whenever I'm actually going to schedule it here, and they have to be scheduled at least around 30 minutes in advance. So I want to grab these times starting right here and scroll down and take a little less than 50 of them. I'm going to do this on all of these accounts you see here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts. So here's how many tweets I can, or collective messages I can schedule at once. 350 is the max divided by 6. So I can schedule 58 per account. So what I want to do is grab 58 times. So let's just start here for simplicity, and that goes to 88. Well, if I started on 1, so it'd go to 87. So I grab 87 times here, and there's ways you can do this that makes it a little easier. Now I go back into my friend notepad, paste this in there, and I have to do this because the formatting required by Hootsuite requires it in this exact format. And this is the easiest way I know how to do it. There's probably a trick in Excel to combine like this. So what I did is I copied that tab, I pasted it in here, and then I have a space bar in here. So I go to replace all. Now I copy and paste this, and what I need to do is paste this into the actual CSV file I'm going to use. So I'm going to make a new Microsoft Excel book. I've dropped that in. Now those are in the times Hootsuite wants them in. Now I need 2 versions of this because I have 2 Twitter accounts, and I don't want to put them out at the exact same time. If someone follows me on both accounts, I don't want them to get hit with the same tweet at the exact same time. So here's how I'm going to deal with that. So these are the fixed tweets I just did. So I need 87 of them copied, and now I'm going to go to handy random.org/lists. I paste them with Control V into here, and now randomize the order of that. Now that's pretty sweet, and I'm going to have to paste this and remove the numbers in here since we don't want that. So now I go back in. That's my CSV, so I don't want to mess with that yet. So I'll open another another random file here, and you can see we got a problem, you know. I need to remove all of the numbers in here now on random.org. Well, that's inconvenient, random.org. Isn't there a way I can do that without... Let's see if I can switch to advanced mode. Here, let's go a bare bones text document. paste that in there. Yes! Thank you, random.org. Now, that's what I want. I close this extra CSV file out. Now, I stick this in here. Now, those are in a random order. Wait, excuse me, that was the wrong one to paste it into. That's what happens when you have too many CSVs open. Here it is. That's the one I want it pasted into. Now, these are ready to go out on Hootsuite. So I go and save this in my Hootsuite folder, and I go to save it as a CSV file. I'm going to verbatim copy another name, December Twitter save. And you just go through all the warnings here. Now this should be a properly formatted file, and since I'm big on honesty, you're going to get this live with me for the first time. So I go down to scheduling, I click the bulk uploader, I choose this file that I just put in my Hootsuite folder. I want December 1st, Twitter 1. Now I select the first Twitter account, I skip the next one. I select Facebook page 1 and 2. I select Google Plus page and LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to do the next Twitter one separately. And note you can put your date in a different format. So I hit submit, and there's no date on. Oh, and there's one that's too long on the line text. Interesting. So now you go back here and you have to fix the errors. That's my times one, so I just get rid of that. So this line is too long. It said line 75. No, that's on the character count. I don't want that one. I'm going to close that one too. And that was my original tweets one. I'm going to get rid of that. So all I want is the Hootsuite December 1st. So here I did not paste enough numbers on there from my notepad file. Oops. So you can see how to get past some of these common errors. So this must have slipped through the cracks somehow. Oh, there's some quote in here. There's an extra quote bar that got put in from copying and pasting it. So what you don't want is any quote in here. So that is a good thing to remember when doing this. You don't want any quotes in because it messes up in Excel. So I can go over to my character count one, which has my newest, and I search for a quote. And so I just delete those because they come out really ugly. Get rid of all the quotes. There, now that's all the quotes. So now I've got rid of all the quotes, I'm going to take 87 of these again, go through the random.org, and I'm not sure exactly what got parsed. It might have been the randomized in here. It could have happened in here. But it doesn't matter where it happened because it clearly was a problem. So I paste this down here now. Now they're in a different order again. And now I need to go back and grab the times. I didn't put enough times in my notepad file. So there's a simple way to fix that. So I have the times only. I'm starting at, oh, I know what I did wrong. I meant to do 87 and I did 57. So I grab the times here. I'll grab 130 to start. So I'll just go down here and take a ton of times. You see what I'll do now? I'll just scroll down here and take a bunch of times. Copy, drop them back in Notepad, paste, go to select this, replace, replace, paste, and space, replace all, copy, drop out of here, go back over into the December 1st, scroll up to the top, paste. And then, since I know my limit's 87 because 6 times 87 comes out to less than 350. So I save this, and now I go back to the Hootsuite bulk uploader again, and I try a new file in here. I go back and do this file again, and I hit submit. And it appears I did not do my multiplication properly. So let's go over this again. I can have 350 scheduled across all networks divided by 6. Okay. I can have a maximum of 58 scheduled at a time. So I took too many in here. And seeing these mistakes can help you understand what you don't want to do on yourself and everything you need to consider here and how to fix the mistakes. Because getting through these mistakes can be really frustrating. So you can see how I've went through here and fixed every single mistake. And I do it in real time because that's how you're going to actually end up doing it. If I just have some polished, pristine tutorial, then you get no sense of all the challenges that come along with doing this. So for the last step, I'm going to create one additional specific tweet line for the other set of tweets. So I go over here, I want to get 57, so I'll grab up here, copy. I'm doing this because I want a different set of tweets for my other account. So I go to randomize, I go to grab this, I go back into my December 1st, I'll save that, and then here's what I do. Paste in here, and now I save this as Twitter 2. So this has different tweets than the other one. So I go back over here, and I go to schedule, bulk message, and I grab the Twitter 2 file, and then I only choose the network I haven't scheduled to. So you can see the Jerry Banfield one right here is open. The Bandwork one's scheduled, so I pick this as the network. I don't want to double schedule it on one network. So I just successfully scheduled right there. Refresh. Now look at that. 350 updates done in around 30 minutes. How sweet is that? Even if I sat and did them one at a time, that is the other thing you can do, is sit in here and do them one at a time. But look at how sweet that is for bulk uploading. I have them all scheduled across all of them, and I just have the message and the URL. So hopefully on Facebook they will come straight in like that, and maybe I'll get it shared nice on my page like this. But I might not. That's okay. But the nice thing is then my Google Plus profile here, my page has all this activity happening on it. That tells Google my links are getting shared. On Twitter, all these followers are seeing these messages on both accounts. That's almost 20,000 followers. On LinkedIn, I've got hundreds of people following me. They get updates. The strength of this is sheer brute force. So you can see this is just brute force. And I've taken this, I looked at another lady who's successful on social media, Kim Garst. And if you look at her tweets, it's more of a brute force. You can see she's just putting out tweets constantly. And the thing is, she's not sitting there doing these tweets all day. She has a program that puts out these tweets just like I'm showing you. And the thing is, with Twitter and things like Google Plus, LinkedIn, the tweets can be very time sensitive. Facebook. So if you want to get something out, putting it out at exactly the right time is a good way to do it. The only way you can control for time is like this. You control for time by sheer brute force. And so an individual trying to sit there and tweet all day can barely keep up with what just took me 30 minutes to do. And I have, let's look at the calculator to see how long I've got scheduled. So I had 58 tweets and messages per account divided by, well, there's every 30 minutes, so that's 48 per day. So I've got 1.2 days scheduled in advance on 6 accounts. So the idea is I do this once a day, and then I can have my account scheduled all the way out through the next day. But the sweet part is, if you want to scale this up, what you need is a bigger list. So I've got a bigger list, and I'm working to get them in the right format. I'm working to have freelancers help with that. But when I get a bigger list of these tweets, I can just randomly grab one of them or grab a section of it and dump it in there. Because most people aren't likely to get my updates every single day. And that's okay, because when I'm doing this strategy on Hootsuite, then I just do this every day, and at some point, by sheer luck, someone's likely to run into my tweet at the right time. And I'll show you the power this is having, especially on Twitter. This has been working really good. On my Twitter account, I'll show you on my YouTube channel over here. Twitter is quickly growing as one of my new sources of traffic by sharing these direct links to YouTube videos. I'll bring this over. And on my external website traffic, you can see Google search is currently the #1. But Twitter now and Facebook and Google Plus using this new strategy are quickly moving up. The difference is, this is a little thing I can do every day. I've only been trying this strategy a little bit. But you can see, even trying this strategy a little bit, I'm getting a lot of minutes watched on my channel. And these add up. So you can say, well, what's 210 views from Twitter compared to your 3,500 from Google search? Maybe not much. But I'm just getting this Hootsuite strategy in place so that I can do it every day. And do it simply. So I hope what I've shown you is helpful for getting your updates scheduled across the board. If you want more, and if you want to see all of these incredible tutorials I'm creating showing you exactly how I run my entire website and business, all you have to do is go to my website, jerrybanfield.com. I have gigantic amounts of free tutorials. You look, these are all recent. This is made on December 1st, 2014. You can see these are 2,000+ word posts for the most part, and these are all in the last few months. It's because I have a smooth business system for working online, and I've suffered a lot of failures. I've learned the hard way, and I share what I learn with you so that you can do this yourself. So I hope this is helpful. I know this Hootsuite scheduling strategy has given me the ability to leverage all of these big social media accounts I have. And if you want to see the result of that, you can take a look at my clout score. A celebrity level score is around 70. And you can see I've got 68, even only doing this Hootsuite strategy a little bit. Now I'm pushing it more actively, and my score is consistently going up. A 68 means I'm very influential, in the top 10% of all people scored on Clout. So that means people with social media accounts. Clout is a good indication of how influential you are online, and this strategy allows me and you, if you use it, to be more influential online. So I appreciate the time you've spent watching this, and I hope it's helpful.